हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आई होप आप बहुत अच्छे होंगे। आज ये पहली आउटडोर शूटिंग में मैं आपको ले आया हूँ पंजाब, यानी 5 नदियों का ऐसा प्रदेश जहाँ पर खुशहाली तो है ही है, पर साथ में इतने सुंदर नज़ारे भी हैं। क्या आप ऐसा कभी इमेजिन कर सकते हैं? मैं आपको आज लेकर आया हूँ टांडा, और टांडे में थाना डैम। ये वही शहर है जहाँ हम उसकी खोज में आए हैं जिसका आज हमें इंटरव्यू लेना है। जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ राइडर रजत प्रताप चौहान की। तो फाइनली मिल के स्वागत करते हैं राइडर रजत राजपूत का। आपका स्वागत है हमारे स्टूडियो में।
शुक्रिया।
आज का जो स्टूडियो है ओपन स्टूडियो है, आप देख सकते हैं। वी आर सिटिंग इन द नेचर।
So ये स्टूडियो एक्चुअली सौरभ दुन्ना इज़ माय कज़न एंड मैं इनकी वीडियोस काफ़ी फॉलो करता रहता हूँ एंड इट्स बीन एन अचीवमेंट द वे दिस गाय इज़ डिलीवरिंग द कंटेंट विच पब्लिक रिक्वायर्स दीज डेज which is reducing their pressure, their stress, as well as he's also running a channel for spoken English. So I'm very much excited to join him for this video. And yes, as he mentioned कि ये जो स्टूडियो है ये एकदम ओपन स्टूडियो है, तो ये स्टूडियो इन्होंने नहीं बनाया, मैंने नहीं बनाया, इनके जो क्रू है उसने नहीं बनाया, so ये this is made by God, right?
Exactly.
And how beautifully he has designed is I'm just loving the vibe.
Yes, very true. Because the best part, whenever you're sitting in the nature's lap, you feel the best. You feel in heaven. Heaven on earth, जो कहते हैं ना कि heaven, वो heaven यही है। और वो यहाँ कहाँ है? जब आप nature के बिल्कुल close रहते हैं, बिल्कुल natural surroundings में आप बैठते हैं। तो I can feel the open air, I can feel the freshness, and I can feel that vibes. So let's start with this message. And first of all, Rajat, welcome to the channel again, and I would like to just ask few things. Like since you have been also part of Incredible Effort journey, so I would like to take you back to those days when you came in Incredible Efforts as an institute, as a student, and then you learned certain communication and other skills. So how was your journey at that time? How was your experience? And now after so many years, you have to tell me each and every step-by-step story of yours or your journey, and just tell us something good tips for our listeners to improve their comm skills and to improve their personality, and how to be in that race where they can feel themselves to be successful. And what is your mantra, what is your definition of success?
So yes, so now I'll call you my sir because I learned a lot from you, and of course Incredible Prayas is one of the institutions not only for new learners or budding kids who are there to learn English or maybe to improve their personality, but yes, for our family, अगर हम अपनी खुद की परिवार की बात करें, so yes, he was the one who started an institution, and many of my cousins also got trained from there. So I was excited the first day I went to Incredible Prayas and met him. Altogether a different personality there. So yes, he was very casual with me. We used to have fun. We used to enjoy every moment we were together. So we used to live together for 7 days, 10 days, and we used to enjoy our vacations. But the day I entered Incredible Prayas, so altogether I saw a new personality in him, and he was very formal. He was very much enthusiastic to give education, and he always had a plan to like to teach in a different way. The way these days you can see personalization and the conventional approach which was there of teaching, it was that barrier was broken by him at that time. So it is like 15 years back.
So how many years back you came exactly?
It was around 15 years back.
15 years back.
Yeah,
you
15,
were there.
15 years back.
Great.
And so he had tutors also there, and I had a good time. I had a lot of learnings, improvements in my vocabulary also. Yeah, it was a good time. Also, what I feel like, as he mentioned, that you have to share some experiences about your life, how it has been through. So what I have learnt is, मैंने सुना है ज़रूर, आपने भी सुना होगा, जिसने की शर्म उसके फूटे करम. So never be shy. Of course, sometimes you will look fool. Sometimes people will call you a joker, but never keep a poker face and just avoid the situation. Always go for learning something new. And yes, if you are looking silly, also of course you are taking something out of that where you are doing anything. You are just taking something out of that. So never be shy, and yes, always. And not just go for proving yourself, never. So sometimes you will fail, sometimes you will pass, but always keep learning. That is what my approach is, and with that approach only I started riding. So riding actually started from that game GTA San Andreas. You might be knowing that. There was a game, that guy, he was a robber.
Okay, so
Right.
you got inspired from that.
Yeah, I
game.
got inspired from that. So what he used to do is he used to steal a bike or a car and he used to just ride. So what me and my cousin, what we used to do is at that time, we used to play a game like we'll only be pressing the accelerator on that bike. So that was the up arrow button on keyboard, and we'll not be using any brakes. We'll not be so that the out was like if you will use a brake, if you lose the accelerator, or if you will fall down.
Exactly.
So that's how I got trained. That gave me a kick. That gave me an excitement about the roads, that how to travel, how to take your bike on a ride. And gradually, when I grew up and I built interest in bikes and all, so I started reading about them, about the engines, about how actually the machinery operates. And yes, then I fell in love with this machinery, and I love it now like anything.
That's really a good experience, and I think the rider kind of instinct which came into you, that was not anywhere near in your family as far as I know, and in our family also. So how come that instinct generally or gradually developed so high that you traveled so long for thousands of kilometers? You traveled from right from the top Ladakh to the mid of Himachal Pradesh and other areas. So can you just tell us about that experience when you were traveling, maybe with your crew members, with your whole team, or maybe with all alone? You went many places, right? So tell me in short what kind of experience you had and how that instinct developed so high that with this bike only you went so so many places, you explored and you traveled on the same bike. So how was that possible? Because there are a lot of pros and cons. I know you have to be a professional while you're on road with such a long tour in two wheelers, right?
Exactly.
And there's a huge risk involved. So how you manage that all? I want to know that.
Right. So first of all, when as you mentioned, risks and all. So first of all, the only barrier which I had at that time, which was the barrier was in my like back of my mind. It was not actually a barrier. So I'll share an incident with you. I was 18 years old when I got this machinery. When I got my license, after quite a few, maybe 25 or 30 days, I got my first bike, which was this TB 350. Currently, which I am riding. It's been almost 8 years now.
Great.
Right. And so the only barrier which I had at that time was my family, because I am only child in my family. And see, I come from a very orthodox family, which there was, as he mentioned, so he know me and my family very well, because we are a family. Right?
Exactly.
So he knows the culture and how we we treat kids in our family. So it is very secure, very pampered environment which we have. So I was very worried that they would be allowing me for this or not. But yes, I'll give a toast to my family, to my father and mother, that they never stopped me for anything, and they said, "Haan, tu ja." Jaisalmer was my first trip from Delhi, not only just. It was not just I am going to Haridwar or anywhere. So I actually planned it when I was 15 years old. So that gave me a kick, that how these beautiful sands are settled in such a formation, in such a beautiful formation, and one day I'll be going and seeing all that and being a part of those traditional people, I would say, those cultured people, one of their culture from thousands of years. So yeah, 18 years old I was working in Gurgaon in a company, and yes, with my friends, with my couple of friends, I made a trip to Jaisalmer, but one of the friend only showed up in the morning itself, when 5 o'clock I was about to travel. So two of us, we traveled for almost 10 days, and we covered almost 3,000 kilometers covering Rajasthan, which was my first trip. And yes, rest is history.
Wonderful. So as a teenage, you have already achieved that thing which many of the people dare to dream, or they just dream only. But that was a great achievement, I would say, because at that tender age nobody is ready to take that risk, or doesn't have that kind of courage which you have showed up. and it was a wonderful achievement, I would say, because it's not all about that you are having one kind of, you know that you can do that, but still you need a lot of permissions at that tender age from your family support. But yes, I know family is supporting you for all the things you wanted to do, but at the same time you have that courage that even if there is no one on the road, no one with you, you still planning to go, because that is how you become a great person in life, because you have to travel all alone whenever you start something new or initiate something new. So with that message, there's a one idea, because right now, as you know, that these days a lot of things, a lot of people are doing brain drains, because since the day I traveled in this land, here in Punjab, I see every other nook and corner people are crazy to send their kids outside. Even if the visa there or not, doesn't matter, they want to go there by hook or by crook. So what is that they wanted to go abroad and what they want to achieve, and at the same time when you compare with you as a person, you want to settle here only in this natural environment where there is no honking ponking of the crowd of the a city, and there is so much peace, serenity around you, and you want to just settle here. How is it possible? Because as a a person dwelling in a city, I'm sure nobody wants to come here, or even they want to come here just for the fun for 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 day, that's it. After that they will definitely feel bored. But you wanted to settle here, and that is evident with one new thing, that you have already purchased a new property here, you have developed it yourself. That is again another achievement for you, that will talk. But right now I want to understand, with this brain drain kind of thing which is eating the entire Punjab, with this brain drain which is really playing a havoc here, so how you managed and what is your idea on brain drain? So for my viewers, brain drain means when people लोग अपने बच्चों को बाहर भेजना चाहते हैं. हर दूसरा पेरेंट ये सोचता है मेरे बच्चे बाहर बहुत अच्छे, बाहर या नहीं कंट्री से बाहर, कोई यूके जाना चाहता है, कोई ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना चाहता है, कोई यूएस जाना चाहता है, और वहाँ जाके बच्चे पढ़ना चाहते हैं, पढ़ के वहाँ पे जॉब्स करते हैं, और जॉब्स करते करते एज अ स्टूडेंट फिर वो परमानेंट जॉब्स में आते हैं, फिर वो पीआर यानी परमानेंट रेजिडेंस वहाँ का वीज़ा ले लेते हैं, और वीज़ा लेने के बाद वहीं सेटल होना चाहते हैं. दैट इज़ ब्रेन हमारा इंडिया का, और ड्रेन हो रहा है बाहर. तो इसके बारे में हम पूछना चाहते हैं, रजत आपके क्या आइडियाज़ हैं, और राइट, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आई वुड से अगेन in India right now, India is also rising and a huge potential. So then why there is a requirement of brain drain at all?
Yeah, so first of all, I would say thank you for raising this concern. This is actually a big concern for our nation through your channel, and yeah, I respect that. Yes, brain drain, if I talk about, so Punjabi ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਭੇਡ ਚਾਲ, ਇੱਕ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਣਾ. So this is like actually, so what used to happen 10-15 years back was unskilled labor used to just fly out of the country abroad. So the reason behind that was they were earning around 5,000-3,000 rupees monthly here, and they used to get around 1 lakh or 1.5 lakhs there, and it was good for their families because they are supporting them at a given point of time, right, in a better way. But now what is happening is, if I can see a family which is running at a upper middle class level and earning well every month, educated family and giving good education to kids, going to ICSE schools, still 8th or 9th is the maximum they want to live in the country. That is also because तब तक उनका बैंड नहीं बनता, नहीं तो वो पैदा होते निकल जाए, right? And this approach altogether came from I would say a thinking that you will not get that I would say that ambience, right, when you're going to clubs in India, right, that hyped culture which is there, the Western culture,
exactly,
right? And what more should I say, the lifestyle. At that time, 15 years back, people were running from Punjab to get I would say to settle their lives, क्योंकि गरीबी को मिटाने जा रहे थे. But now they are going for lifestyle. So if you can fly out of your country just because of lifestyle, my friend, you are not actually, I would say, a deserving citizen for your country. You are fooling your country by flying out because you are a skilled labor, you got all that education, all that skills, all that I would say raising from your country, which is India, and you're giving away that into a form of GDP to other nations. If I talk about AIMS is second best in the world. People don't know that. Of course, first best is US. AIMS is second best in the world.
Right.
Right? So why can't we work on second best and make it the first best? People are not ready to do that. That is why they are growing 100 times as of us. And my only approach shifting here is I have started clubbing at the age of 14. When I was 14, I had my education. I did my school in Chandigarh. So there is hardly any club which I have not seen in Chandigarh or Panchkula or Zirakpur or Mohali, anywhere. And as he mentioned, Delhi was my graduation, and I have worked there for 4-5 years. So I have seen the metropolitan culture, how it works, and how the travel, communication, everything is easy, right, in cities. However, the peace which you are looking for at the time, like लोग कहते हैं 50 साल बाद 60 साल बाद हम settle हो जाएंगे.
Right.
You can never settle if you have made your brain toxic. Just earning money, just running behind that, and getting better and better and better. You will not see even when your saturation level has come.
Exactly.
When you are saturated, you don't want to earn money, but still you are earning money. You cannot decide yourself that yes, now I am a satisfied person from my life, just because you're just running behind that. The place where we are sitting, if he or if I or my brother, if we keep quiet, there is no other voice.
Exactly.
Just birds chirping, just I would say, what else? Maybe hardly a motorcycle on this road. So this peace I cannot get in cities, and that is why I am here. I want to keep myself peaceful and happy.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And moving on with something which is more important is because our viewers always want to see that what is that one thing which will reduce your pressures, because as you said, it's not running from one place to another in search of peace. It's all about that your mental and other satisfaction. That is most important. So once you came here and you settled here, now you are into peace and now you are feeling that is your thinking. But what is the mantra for the people, because you have been part of every major city, metropolitan city, and you have seen such kind of pressures which can be personal, which can be professional. So what is that one mantra which will make our listeners and viewers pressure free? That is also important here. So you have to tell us that final mantra, so that we can also, our viewers also can follow that. Because one thing is sure, that you have told us that life, when you go in search of success, then the journey has to be enjoyed. If you miss that, you're gonna miss entire life. Okay, so don't be mad after your goals, your targets. You enjoy that journey. You will face everything. Failures and success are the part of the life. They are stepping stone towards success. But if you miss that journey, you are going to miss everything. The one thing in this guy I have seen is that he's enjoying every moment. He's a kind of a person who is enjoying everything, whether he is facing any trouble, pressures, anything. So those things he's facing, solving himself, and enjoying also at the end of the day. And the entire family works as a team, right? Of course, but someone has to lead, so he is the one who is leading. So let's over to you finally, and you have to tell us about the final mantra.
Yeah, there is no as such mantra, I would say, but yes, you guys can grab a pen and paper. So I keep that with myself. You don't have to paste it anywhere or chant it all the time, but you can just note it down on a pen and paper and just let yourself know, for the sake of your inner beauty, right? That as it goes for my name, Triple R. So the mantra is triple S, which is Sabr, Shukr or Sukoon.
Great.
Right? So always keep your patience, always thank what you get. Every other fraction of seconds what you're getting. He's sitting with me, I'm thankful to that. He's here at my place and we are having a good time together. I'm thanking it. Second thing is Sukoon. Always be be very, 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 very. It is Indianism to use 3 or 4 times a word, right? But always be very happy for what you are achieving and always celebrate your life.
Celebration is most important.
Celebration is important. If you are not celebrating, just going through things, you are not attaining satisfaction. My friend, you are attaining saturation.
Exactly.
You are getting obsessed of yourself even. You're just making yourself. कभी-कभी आप like if I'm talking about youth only, which I have observed, 20, 21, 22, this age group. So what I have seen is they are like, अब क्या करें यार, अगला क्या करें, मज़ा नहीं आ रहा यार, अब क्या करना चाहिए, चलना कुछ करते हैं भाई, वहाँ चलते हैं, चल भाई नीचे चलते हैं, चल भाई ऊपर चलते हैं. Their brain is not ready to understand that they are happy or not.
Exactly.
They are just trying to find happiness. You cannot try to find happiness at all. You have to be happy if you are in a situation where you are comfortable, and if you are not, move from there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't ask yourself what to do.
What is triple S? Can you tell them again?
Sabr, shukr और सुकून.
Sabr, shukr or sukoon. Shukrana means you have gratitude. Sabr means you have patience, and sukoon means you are having that what we say. You are just having that peace.
Internally happy.
Internal peace, internally happy, and
if
contentment.
your soul is happy.
The right word is contentment.
Right.
So if you are not having contentment, you are not going to sit relaxed. That will again disturb your mental and physical form of yours. So that was a wonderful experience with Triple R. And of course, I am here and I have taken a lot of sightseeings and other shoots. So I hope you would like it, and it was a wonderful experience, to be honest. And in the natures, in the motherland, I would say, in the nature's lab. What else you want? We are shooting here live. We are shooting here. You might have heard the background noise as the bikes are going or moving. So
yeah,
sorry for that.
Ducks are getting recorded for
right.
sure.
Okay.
As a voice back over.
Correct.
Yeah.
There are natural, you can say, the voice of the insects and other natural birds. But otherwise, overall, it was a wonderful experience I had. I have been here for last 2 to 3 days, but I never thought it would be such a peaceful and such an environment where I would enjoy thoroughly. So thank you again,
Thank
Mr.
you so
Triple
much.
R, for
Thank you
giving
so
your
much.
golden time.
Thank you so much.
And we would love to hear again from you. So guys, till the time, before we move on for the next video, आपसे बस एक रिक्वेस्ट है, आप सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिए यार. बहुत मेहनत लगती है, यहाँ पे पूरा टाइम लगाते हैं. आप सिर्फ यही सपोर्ट चाहिए, छोटा सा, वो नीचे जो लाल बटन है ना, उसे जस्ट एक बार सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. और आपने कर रखा है तो किसी फ्रेंड को जरूर शेयर करवा
और
दीजिए.
घंटी जरूर बजाओ यार.
हाँ, बेल जरूर बजानी है ताकि आपको टाइमली नोटिफिकेशन मिलती रहे मेरी अगली वीडियो.
तो अपडेट नहीं आएगा.
चलो यार, अपने पंजाबी स्टाइल में इसको हम यहीं पे राउंड अप करते हैं. बोले सो निहाल.
सत श्री अकाल.